Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the X-Plane 12 Cessna Skyhawk. This is a 172. This is a beautiful aircraft. This has the steam gauges with the 550 for the avionics. It has a height of 8 feet and 11 inches, a wingspan of 36 feet and 1 inch, a length of 26 feet and 11 inches. It has a cabin height of 4 feet. Cabin width of 3 feet and 3 inches. I've been inside one of these before. It is pretty tight. And if you're a husky dude, you might have a little bit of claustrophobic in you. If you're in one of these, that is. Now, the cabin length is 11 feet and 10 inches. Cabin volume is 121 square cubic feet. Door height is 3 feet 5 inches. Width is 3 feet 1 inches for the door. And a baggage contain of 30 cubic feet, or inches, I guess. Or is it feet? 30, no, inches. Sorry, that would not make any sense. 1 crew, 3 passengers you can have on board. Total takeoff weight is 2,255 pounds. Max landing weight, 2,550 pounds. And operational weight is 1,917. Empty weight, 1,642 pounds. Fuel capacity 53 gallons, and a payload useful fuel 332 pounds. Max payload 333. 1 engine, light Cummins engine is it's a LYIO 360L2A, and normal range of this aircraft is 352 nautical miles to 518. Service ceiling of 14,000 feet. Range for climb rate is 730 feet per minute. Max speed is 126 knots. Normal speed for cruising is 115. And economy cruise is 95. The cost per hour, $144. And 83 cents. Pretty expensive per hour, right, to fly this. And this is just a general aviation aircraft. Takeoff distance is 960 feet. 960 feet there. Balance field length is 1,633 feet. Landing distance 575 feet. So you can land this relatively in pretty decent areas. This ranges from 300,000 to 400,000. I mean, some of these are even pushing 500,000 depending on hours of flight. We're gonna jump inside this bad boy today, and let's see how it is, see how it flies, see how it handles in X-Plane 12 here. All right, it's a pretty nice aircraft. Let me show you guys in the inside of this thing, if I remember how to get in there. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's just the W key. I get X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator mixed up sometimes on my keyboard because it has different markings. I put in General Aviation here, which doesn't look like it took. I guess each individual plane you have to configure, so you have to come here. And then you just go to aircraft. Okay. Oh, yeah, here it is. This. And then I went to controls, throttle quadrant. And you can kind of scroll down here and see. Or I did set up one, so I put General Aviation in here. And I can go ahead and hit done. Resume. And now, yep, it's all set up. I preset it up for the Cessna Skyhawk with the G1000, which I'll also show you in this video. But these are two great options for general aviation, and really nice. They have the barometric pressure here. You have all your gauges. These are your steam gauges. A little bit easier to work here. It does not have flight modeling for the fuses, though. But there are some freewares that actually come with general aviation that are really, really good. So we'll have to check them out in a future video. I was looking at that today. I don't know nothing about them, so I'm going to just not talk about that for now. I'll just show you this one. This comes with... So if you buy X-Plane 12, this actually comes with it. Let me turn the landing lights on. Mixture fully rich, and we'll go ahead and crack that throttle here. Oh, let me show you. Did I show you the outside of this bad boy? I'm pretty sure I did. But look at the lights. Just the lights alone are beautiful. I mean, that's some payware level stuff right there. Alright, there we go. We're started up. And, I guess we could do elevation for the ground, right? I think it's 800 feet. Honestly, if anybody knows how to check and set altimeter, let me know. That's something I don't really know, because in Microsoft Flight Simulator, you could just press a shortcut key, which I usually use, so I've never learned that. If anybody does know how to check your barometric pressures, let me know. I'm going to check into that. Maybe I can make a video about that once I figure it out, in case you're in the same boat as me. So let me press the P key here. We'll take this bad boy up for a flight, see how it flies, see how it handles. I'm going to put one notch of flaps in there. Let's go ahead on the outside, take a look at this thing. Whoopsie. Okay, let me just hit everything on the way. Put on the landing and taxi light here. We're just getting to day or nighttime here, which is kind of nice because then we can see the lighting inside this aircraft as well. So that's your avionics, which is on. Fuel pump is off right now. I don't know how great the lighting is in here, but I guess we'll find out. And let's see. We're gonna get. This is a really big airport to be doing this on. So I think I'm at. I believe I'm at Phoenix. I'm not sure what airport I'm at here. You know what? Let me check. Oh, is this JFK? All right. For some reason, I'm at JFK with a Cessna. Don't ask me. All right. Well, I guess the barometric pressure should be set to 0 then. I was thinking it was 800 feet for San Antonio, but we are over here on the East Coast in New York. So let's go over here to the runway and we'll take off from there. It's pretty cool though. This should be interesting. I've never done any general aviation flying in X-Plane 12, so this should be interesting. We'll do some tests. I'm kind of curious to see if this thing makes any difference. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, I've done some general aviation, and you can stall the planes and do all that. It's gonna be interesting to see how these aircrafts actually react compared to Microsoft. So just put that back there, move over there, that way you guys can get a better view of everything here that's about to happen. Alright, there we go. Alright, this looks pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and put power in here. I'm putting right rudder in, so it's kicking me to the left as I put rudder in to the right, trying to stay on center line. Airspeed's coming alive here. I'm just gently putting right rudder in there. We got 60 knots. We can actually start pulling up here, and we are up. Flaps are coming up. Let's get outside. Relatively easy to take off. Feels good. Very, very stable. You don't have a lot of heavy weight on the control. Like in Microsoft, you would feel the aircraft's weight as soon as you take off. It would start to drop, and you would have to physically start pulling up. This one seems like it's climbing pretty much on its own, even without me really messing with it. So that's interesting. Let me see. I just heard the altimeter reading there, 30 something. 30. I don't know what they said. All right. Let's go ahead and do some stall testing. There we are. Just right off New York City here. We'll go over to the ocean here, climb up. I'm not going to go too far away from where we're at, so I'm just going to start climbing. And I'll set the seat a little bit further back for y'all to see. There's the stall. Hold on a second. Whoop. Okay, we had a snap. Oh boy. Whoa, that was a little too close for comfort. Alright. Let's see how that looks. Let me try that again. I'll tell you, it looks pretty good. You know, for Microsoft, X-Plane doesn't look bad. This is X-Plane, by the way, not Microsoft. But I'm just saying, the only one thing, you see the daylight light, it just all of a sudden changes from light to dark. I don't know what that's about. But that's one thing I notice that X-Plane does. And I don't know why. All of a sudden, there's like light and then boom, dark. So, not sure what that's about. Alright, let's go ahead and pull up here and just see how this thing reacts. This is a very extreme pull up here. And there we go. That's what happens. Alright, we're going to just go ahead and start pulling back up here. And it seemed like it's pretty easy to recover, right? So that's from the outside. And let's try it from the inside one more time here. I'm just going to go ahead and... But this is a relatively great aircraft. I mean, very basic system depth. It's very easy to handle, very easy to fly. This is one that you can really learn. Let me put full power in here. And I'm just going to take out a little bit of prop. And that does nothing. So it won't allow you to overseed the RPMs down here, which is quite interesting. So I have this fully forward and no reaction from the prop. Mixture, let me see. Okay, mixture does have a reaction. You can thin out your mixture if you feel like you want to do that. Let's try to climb up a little bit here and maybe try to put it into a stall. We'll go up to 3,000 feet and we'll try to put this into a spin stall. And then we'll give it a landing and see how that goes. We're losing daylight here, so I'm going to try to get this done for you relatively easier. Takes a while to climb with this, so this is nice. Alright, we're really not getting any higher, so let's just see what will happen if I just pull back. Okay, we did a snap roll. Would that happen in real life? I don't know. Seemed like that would be a extreme maneuver. Let's see if I just roll the aircraft. Okay. Alright, there's some crazy maneuvering there. I think I broke this plane. It looks like I might have. Let me see if I can get it back level. This thing here looks like it's a little bit broken now. Yeah. I broke this thing. I don't know what happened there. Whoa. Okay, okay. Calm down. Alright, so I broke our artificial horizon here. So let's head back to the airport. It looks like I definitely broke this, which is quite interesting. I've never broken an artificial horizon in other things before, but apparently you can break it in this. Okay, that goes up and down, but I don't know what I did with that. I broke that thing. Okay, let's try to land this bad boy. Take out some power. Like I said, this one's relatively easy to fly and handle. If you're new to aviation, go ahead and give this one a shot. I mean, it's not bad for a basic beginner aircraft. And then I'll show you real quick inside of the Cessna Skyhawk, the same version like this, except for it's a glass cockpit versus a steam gauge. So if you like the more traditional aircraft with the steam gauges, this is a great one. I'm just going to keep taking power out here. Let me just trim the nose down. And I'll show you that one. I think this one's good too, though. But I like the steam gauge. However, I don't know why I broke that. I don't know how I broke that, I should say. Let me not stall this thing. I'm adding a little power here. There we go. Alright, so it seemed alright, but I don't know, man. It seemed like that should have fell out of the sky a little bit faster there. Alright, that's that one. That's not bad at all, so relatively nice. There you go. Let's see what it looks like when we shut it down, just so you guys can get an idea. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Alright, now let's check out the next one. So these are basically the same modeling except for different avionics, okay? So we can go ahead and do new flight, start, and boom, it should start right away. By the way, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, smash the thumbs up. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos as we're going to continue to dive into X-Plane 12 as well as others. So this is the G1000 avionics pack, which is your, you know, your basic, basically your advanced avionics. You know, you can really do a good flight plan and all the rest of it. Not too much difference here. You get a little bit of steam gauges down here, and I guess this thing flies about the same and handles about the same, so we can take it up for a quick spin. This time I'm just going to take it right from here right up into the air. It doesn't take much to get this thing up in the air. That's what she said, right? Alright, let's see. But be interesting to check out. So this is the Skyhawk with the basically the same thing, except for this has the newer avionics. So let's go ahead and start this bad boy up. A little bit of rudder in there. And we're up. I'm probably within stall mode right here. There we go. So it flies about the same. Feels relatively the same as the other one did. And as you can see, it's a lot easier to see all of your avionics, as you can see here. So you could really set your settings here as well, whatever you like for your visual pleasure. I think they do have cabin lighting and all that stuff in here too, so if you're flying at night, it's a little bit easier with this one, I'm guessing. There you have it. Let's try a quick stall test with this. Okay, it snapped the ring right over. Let me see something here. I want to go inside, make sure I didn't break that thing. Oh, okay, I didn't break it this time. Alright, let's try another landing real fast with this one. And, yeah, this is relatively easy. I remembered X-Plane being a lot harder to land planes and take off, especially with the twin engines. So I'm kind of curious to see how these aircrafts handle with twin engines now. But these are the Cessna 172s, Skyhawks, beautiful aircrafts. Definitely, if you're into general aviation, you're looking for a plane. What plane do I start with? I'm brand new in the simming. I don't know where to go. Check these two out in X-Plane 12, and I believe they do have one of these as well in Microsoft Flight Simulator. These are basic aircrafts that come with most simulators to get started if you're into that kind of general aviation feel of an aircraft here. Let me put a little bit of propeller in. So this one feels like it floats a lot more. This one actually feels like it handles a little bit better than that last one. Let me see. I'm about to hit the ground here hard. There we go. A little rough landing. I just slammed it on that one. But I put the flaps in late. Definitely has a good roll feel to it. You can see the roll of the aircraft, the braking. I mean, that's one thing I could say about X-Plane. It really does seem pretty good with that as well. See, when you brake, you got that. So, not bad. Not bad aircraft at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, consider subscribing. Let me know what your thoughts are on general aviation flying, if it's something you're into. And we'll be checking out some more private jets as well. All right, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.